So next up, we have Arhaam and his venture, SirKoi. Arhaam?
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Arhaam, and I'm the founder of SirKoi. We are solving a critical problem that 2 out of 3 students in South Asia face right now, finding the right tutor outside of school. Instead of students knocking on their neighbors' doors or endlessly scrolling through Facebook groups, SirKoi wants to revolutionize the way that students find their tutors, which is why we're called SirKoi, Bangla, and it means, where's the teacher? Now, wait, I forgot this. You might be wondering, why do all students in South Asia even need tutors? That's because the education system just isn't sufficient. Teachers are incentivized to tutor kids outside of school rather than teach them properly within school. And due to their popularity as school teachers, they can monopolize and charge high prices. For tutors like Rakib over here, what this means is that regardless of his 5 years of experience, he can't even find enough students to fill up a classroom. While for Ayman and the rest of my friends you can see here, back in 9th grade, by the way, we need to spend double the money and double the time running around the city just trying to find someone that fits our learning preferences. And that's exactly why I spent my summer on the streets of Dhaka talking to over 200 students to see if they felt this too. The results? 2 out of 3 kids are just like Ayman. They need private tutoring to support their education, while 89% of them admitted to only being able to rely on word of mouth when trying to find these tutors, something that often led to negative consequences. This asymmetry of information, it's a problem for students and tutors. While students can't find tutors at affordable prices near them, tutors willing to offer these affordable prices have no idea how to connect with the students looking for them, and that's where we need to come in. SirKoi is the first real-time, peer-reviewed tutor discovery platform built specifically for a South Asian market. The entire process takes place directly on our website, starting from trial classes and student onboarding to facilitating payments, and in the near future, hosting entire classes. What you're going to see in these next slides, they're not AI mock-ups. We have built this as our minimally viable product, and people absolutely love it. Now imagine you're a student. You can hop on our website, take a quick look around, search for a specific tutor, or click on Find Tutors to see everyone that's available. Here you can filter based on what's most important to you, like subject, curriculum, price range, and a lot more. When you finally see someone that you like, you can click on View Profile, learn more about them. Here you can see what they have to say for themselves, where they got their education from, and well, most importantly, what are the different prices that they have to offer. If you like what you see, you can click on Reviews, see what your peers are saying about them, how they've helped them academically, and before you take the final step, you can use your scheduling feature and ensure that your calendar is aligned with theirs before hopefully booking this tutor and starting an amazing learning experience. Switch sides now. You're a tutor. As a tutor, you can claim your profile and display various facts about yourself, like your own educational background, what you specialize in. You can also display tiered pricings to appeal to a wide range of student demographics looking for different things. Some simple performance analytics, as well as our booking management software, are also available on our free version. But the game really changes when you're a premium tutor with premium features. We offer advanced analytics like your click-through rate and keyword search compared directly to similar tutors in the market. Our targeted advertising gives you prime real estate on the top of our key landing pages, especially to the students that are looking for you. And our AI insights tie both of these together because it generates actionable recommendations based on the advertising and the analytics to give you a chance to be as visible as you can in this market that is hyper-competitive. And all of this is just for 1,500 taka a month, which I'm going to convert for you guys in this next slide. So in typical marketplace fashion, we're charging a 15% platform fee on an average tuition of $600 per year per student we provide. That nets us $90 per student per year. Alongside this, our premium profiles, priced at about $200 a year, are directly geared toward full-time career tutors, which represent 30% of everyone we want to have on our platform. In the near future, we also hope to gain a revenue share of academic materials like study guides and resource bundles sold directly by partners on our website. Now, you might be wondering, once we connect a student and a tutor, what's stopping them from just cutting us out of the equation? I know you had that on your mind. Well, there's 2 reasons for that. Once our beta is complete and we have enough reviews and tutors on the platform, students will need to pay first to unlock the ability to both leave a review for their tutor as well as join their video class to start learning. Tutors, on the other hand, they want as many reviews as they can because they need it to be as credible as they can in this space that's occupied by so many others. And this incentivizes them both to stay with us. Alongside this, we're extremely convenient for tutors. We guarantee payments for them on time every single month so they don't have to waste their time chasing around parents. Alongside that, we deal with scheduling classes, hosting them, note-taking, and like I said before, facilitating payments. So all you need to do as a tutor is just log in, teach, and log out. So conservatively, we're only using our 15% commission and assuming a 1-year retention to calculate a lifetime value of $90 per student. And if you like a tutor, realistically, you're keeping them on for a lot longer than 1 year. But that gives us a total addressable market of $20 billion, or 228 million students in South Asia. 45 million of these kids are actively searching for private tutoring, and we're poised to capture a $285 million market by focusing our launch in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, where we have both the connections and the resources to launch fast and scale a hell of a lot faster. So while we're not the first to market, we are definitely the best for this market. Existing edtech platforms like 10-Minute School and Shiko, they focus on test prep, not tutor discovery, while Facebook groups and word of mouth are just outdated, slow, and they lack the verification that we provide. SirKoi is the first scalable and student-driven tutor ranking platform designed for this market. And while we don't offer video content like some of our competitors do, that's on purpose. We're focused on connecting real people in the real world because we believe that's where true success lies. All right, we know every marketplace has a chicken and egg problem, and we're solving that by going after the tutors first. We're hosting in-person info sessions at schools and tutoring centers to garner reviews for these tutors from the ground up. Using these, we're directly reaching out to them to onboard them to our platform. Alongside this, we're continuously partnering with tutoring institutions to launch with pre-verified tutors, rated and ranked by their current students. Once we have that part of the puzzle, we're jumping into student acquisition. Here, we're hiring student ambassadors from schools across Dhaka to put up posters for us in places we couldn't imagine reaching and spreading our word throughout their networks. These people have done incredible work for us, the 5 that we've hired so far, and they've done a great job incentivizing current users to refer their networks and create a whole SirKoi atmosphere. Lastly, we're also continuously tapping into parent groups to provide our value to those that are the true decision makers for these kids. Once we have a spark, we know we need to ignite the flame, and we're doing that using our social media marketing. We just signed a contract with Dhaka's biggest digital media marketing agency, and this is the plan that we have. We're creating short and long-form video testimonials to garner trust within our product. Alongside that, we're creating area-specific SirKoi groups to give students a place to rant about this problem that has caused them so much pain and trouble. Lastly, we're continuously collaborating with tutors and influencers to increase our reach. Now, assuming a 25% retention rate, the average cost of onboarding a paying customer to our platform is about $21. And given our conservative lifetime value estimate of 90, these represent great margins for all of you investors. Now, we're currently in the middle of phase 1, where we're seeding our platform with both reviews as well as tutors. This $25,000 is going to sail us past phase 2, where we become a fully fledged marketplace to connect students and tutors, and perfectly positioned for stage 3, where we have our inbuilt video conferencing technology ready to create a virtual classroom experience for students and tutors alike. Now, like I said, this $25,000 is going to absolutely change the game for us. It's going to put us in a position to hire a full-time software engineer that can oversee the implementation and development of our video conferencing technology. Marketing is another big spend because we're ready to hire another 20 student ambassadors around the city and the country to expand our reach and take our words to corners we couldn't imagine them reaching. Lastly, community programs is probably my favorite spend because it's going to let us directly go to schools and tutoring centers and colleges and let them know of our direct value provided. This is a product that only works with students on board, and we want them to know that we were in their position, and this is a product built for students by students just like them. Operations is a necessary spend because it's going to allow us to hire a full-time community manager and customer support professional. Now, our team is very uniquely positioned to solve this problem. I have started and exited a startup previously in the South Asian marketplace, and I can't wait to go back and work on this problem that's so close to my heart. Tawfiq over here has 20,000 followers across his different social media, and he's perfectly positioned to inject us into the student market. Devansh has been to 13 schools in his 12 years of education across South Asia and Northern Africa, and he brings with him his front-end expertise alongside Sita, our full-stack developer, who just lives and breathes through his code, and he's already built us an amazing MVP that you guys can see if you scan the QR code in the next slide. To top it all off, we're mentored by two incredible people, Drew McKechnie and Andrew Gant. Andrew Gant being the co-founder of Wisent, which is the largest private tutoring marketplace within the US. He's been predicting problems for us and teaching us how to solve them before we could even see them coming around the corner. Now, SirKoi is not just an idea. It is a movement to revolutionize and democratize how South Asian students access their academic support. With millions of students, thousands of teachers, and hundreds of classes, SirKoi is the only solution to transforming tutor discovery in South Asia. Join us in making a quality education accessible to all. Thank you.
Have you looked at all at Khanmigo or Khan Academy as a possible alternative to digital-based tutoring that might negate the need for finding an in-person human tutor?
So what we're hoping to do in the long run is create this video conference technology that allows students to still interact with real teachers in real time to get the specialization that they need. Khan Academy, and there's another big one or a couple of big ones in South Asia, they focus on test prep. They're focusing on creating videos that can help you reach your solution. What we realized through speaking with both students and tutors, we spoke to over 200 students and over 60 tutors, is that the best support comes from specialization. Your needs are unique, your needs are unique, and your needs are unique, and the video just doesn't cut it. You need the personalized support to do as well as you can do, because you must reach your full potential.
The second part of my question is, what about AI-generated tutoring from Khanmigo or from Quizzard or from a couple of these other education-based AI tools?
That's a great question. The big moat we have over there is our teachers teach in something we'd like to call Banglish, which how you might be comfortable with this is they're speaking English, in the middle of the sentence there's Bangla, the rest of the sentence is in Bangla, the next one starts in English, and so forth. These Western-based AIs, they have no idea how to comprehend what we're saying. They're sitting there with their half-baked sentences trying to generate feedback continuously by training itself, but the training material they're getting to begin with is half-baked. So in the long run, we even might be able to be in a position to create an AI like this that breaks these language barriers. It's a great question, thank you.
Okay, so this is the seriously typical and annoying VC question, but I really can't help but ask it on this one. If the problem is so big, how come this hasn't happened before? Like this is, I mean, there was Web 1.0 companies that marketplaces, not including for tutoring in the US at least, that look a lot like this. Why has it taken 20 years for a trusted marketplace to come about for tutors in this market?
See, the issue there is this market wasn't previously closed off because of a lack of technology. It was closed off because of the political party in space within Bangladesh. They've been ruling, or they had been ruling, for about 20 years until last summer, and these people held a monopoly over every single production. Startups were so disincentivized that you had to spend almost a full year's salary just to incorporate your company. And so they really wanted to control the production and generation of all knowledge. So something like this that democratized it and gave the hands back to people, or back to general people, it was heavily disincentivized and I'd say squashed. We're definitely not the first to come up with this, and we believe there have been previous people whose dreams were crushed by our government, but right now, after our revolution, we're in the perfect place and at the perfect time to launch this and solve this massive issue.
Okay, so I have a follow-up question on that one, which is you're very clearly very passionate about this problem, but there have been models, marketplace models and other types of models that have been proven all throughout the world to be unbelievably successful utilizing technologies over the last 20 years. If this market hasn't been open before, why not copy something that you know has already been like wildly successful in many markets throughout the world? Why try to go after a market that actually largely hasn't been that successful in the US or in other markets?
Think about it this way. You're a student, you're in 8th grade, you go to school, they don't teach you properly. You need to find a tutor outside, they all cost too much. That was me. I didn't know where to find the support I needed to be able to come to this position. And it was a lot harder than it needed to be. I want to solve this problem because I am so incredibly, like you said, passionate about it. This is something that, it's like Katie said before, teachers are underpaid. Why? They're the most important people within our economy. While this might not be the most profitable market, I think this is one of the most needed solutions to absolutely exponentiate what the current Bangladeshi talent pool can do and will be able to do over the next 10, 20, and 30 years.
How are you planning on verifying new tutors as you try to get the flywheel going from a tutor perspective?
So what we're doing for that is we realized we don't want tutors on the platform that don't have reviews. That negates our whole value provided. So what we're actually doing is first we let students add a tutor and add reviews for them. Once they've reached a certain threshold, for right now it's only 2 reviews per tutor, then we directly reach out to the tutor because the students have given us their phone number as well as email address and ask them to onboard our platform. Right now, we're not charging anything because it's that cheap to run a company in South Asia. We're just letting tutors know that hop on our platform, record a quick intro video, and we're going to be driving students to RU for absolutely no cost. So they've been extremely incentivized to join our platform, while students are hopping on 3 legs just to put in reviews and get their value provided soon enough.